Hey everybody, it's Kelly. It is Monday the 25th at just after 9 p.m. I'm still up, which is a surprise because I thought I'd be in bed already, but I'm not. Last night I hardly slept. I fell asleep about 1:30. I woke up about 3, stayed awake till about 5:30, and then fell asleep till about 7:30, 8 o'clock. That was it. Yeah. So once again, this is Kelly at Don't Run with Scissors, which is not safe. Don't do that. Don't run with scissors. I am probably your favorite lawyer, or one of them. There's a couple of us now on here on flosstube, which is kind of fun. And we all have our own different style, which is really, really cool to see. I love watching flosstube and watching what everybody else is doing. It just makes it fun. So this is my channel. We talk about mostly cross stitch because that seems to be what I'm doing the most of. But we also talk about knitting. I have my socks down to the part where I just have to do the toe. And cross stitch, crochet, knitting, sewing, quilting. I do it all. I don't paint really if I don't have to because it's not enjoyable to me. And I don't do diamond painting. And I'm not going to start. Sorry. No, all those little pieces, that's like adult Legos. I'm going to end up spilling them on something. They're going to be stuck to my dog's butt or something, and I'm going to step on them, and it's just going to be a hot mess. I'm already a spicy disaster. I don't need to add to that. Okay. So we may talk about my Jeep. We'll probably talk about my kids, who I commonly call Bean and the boy child. They're twins in college. Yes, I'm actually that old. I have college-age kids. Crazy, crazy. I have 2 wonderful rescue dogs who are both a hot mess and a half. But they're really cute. They are cute. If I ever figure out how to put pictures in, I'd show you more of my dogs because they're cute. I have a goofy 100-pound King Corso and a little, she's kind of fat, but we don't tell her that because it's not nice. We don't body shame her. But I have a little pudgy wiener dog. She's cute. Her name is Maisie. And we're coming up almost on her 1-year gotcha day, which is very exciting. I'll have to make, I don't know. Which actually I want to say, and Lizzie's gotcha day is in March, I want to say. They're not that far apart from each other, if memory serves me correctly. Okay, so best new thing. I actually have 2. Do you see that? Do you see them? Bean did them. Bean put the faces on the holes that were in the back of my sink. She hasn't fixed the curtain rod either. That was the other thing I asked for Christmas from her. So hopefully soon. And I've still got to paint the wall. But we don't discuss painting walls. Just that I haven't done it. And again, I don't know. My other new best thing, and I'm not sure. Bobby, did you send me this? So Bobby is the owner of Pumpkin Creek Primitives, where I do most of my shopping. She's my crack addict. I need to find a sugar daddy. Did you guys know that there's a sugar daddy website? Did you know that? Like, I'm watching on Hulu, Marrying Millions? Something like that. And the one girl, she met her husband. Well, they were getting married on the show. They met on the sugar daddy website. I'm just saying, I'm not opposed to being a trophy wife. It may be that I'm the participation trophy, but I could be a trophy wife. It would not bother me. So anyways, Bobby always sends a cute little cellophane treat, like with I always get stickers, maybe a little piece of candy, could be a tea. I've gotten tea from her. So it either came from Bobby. Okay, now my dog is like running track sprints around my house. Hot mess, hot mess. Or else my sorority, we did a Christmas exchange. So my secret squirrel for Santa Secret Swirl may have sent me this. Anyways, I tried it, which is really funny because I actually tend to stay away from tropical fruits. Tropical fruits are high in vitamin A, which raises my ICP. So then my shunt has to work more and my head bothers me. So I have done without, and I love mango and all of that. So, or pineapple, all of that. I love that. So it sucks that like I don't get to eat it very often. Anyways, this tea actually has orange peel, rose hips, lemongrass, hibiscus, safflower, natural mango flavor, licorice root, and natural passion fruit flavor, and citric acid. All of that to say, what's weird is I don't like licorice root or anything that has like that black licorice flavor. No, that will probably be my screen grab. I keep waiting for Facebook to do that. The YouTube to do that. But you can't taste it. It's heavenly. It's really nice. It's non-caffeine. It's caffeine free, which is really weird for me. But it's I put a little sugar in there, just a little bit. But it makes a lovely tea. So Bobby, if you sent me this, thank you. It's delicious. Bobby, if you didn't send me this, it's still great and delicious, and you should try it. It's available on the Amazon. So I Amazon primed it, and here we are. So I have, because when I tasted the one tea bag, I went on the Zon to see, like, could I get more? Because it's really good. I like tea. I like tea almost as much as I probably drink as much tea as I do coffee, and I drink a lot of coffee. So there you go. Sorry, it's Stash. That's the letter. It's Stash tea. Yummy. They had a bunch of different flavors. I went with the mango passion fruit because that's just, I didn't do a variety pack or whatever. I just did the one flavor. So I have several tea bags over there by my Keurig. Okay, so I just did a whip parade a couple days ago, and I posted it. I didn't even show all I have because I have a lot of things that are kitted, and time got away from me because I was trying to do the whole no new starts, remember? And so I was kitting things up so I could put my 200 stitches in it so that they would count as a work in progress or a whip rather than a new start. Christmas and not feeling well over Christmas got to me, and so a lot of those things I had kitted up but hadn't got my 200 stitches in. So most of, like, some of those things I didn't show with my whip parade, even though in my brain they're a whip because that's what, anyways. So there's still more stuff on my shelves that you didn't see. Just saying. No judgment. No judgment. None. Not coming from me to you, or hopefully not you judging me on my works in progress, because life is short, if nothing else. So I had hoped to do a whole lot more stitching. If you don't remember, I've been sick, and my mom came down with COVID, and even though her and I hadn't been together, I've had to help her, like, leave stuff on her porch. It's so weird. I had to go to the grocery store and buy my mom a head of cauliflower. And leave it on her porch. And then, so she asked for oranges and bananas, and she likes her bananas on the green side. Whatever. Oranges, bananas, fresh Brussels sprouts, the head of cabbage, and salad mix. This is what my mother ordered. And I had to deliver it to her porch. And then, so I bought her, like, the little cuties, or the clementine oranges, the little ones, not a navel orange, but the little ones. And they come in like a 5-pound bag. So I just bought her the bag. They're little. You can eat 2 of those and not be like, there's nothing. And she needs the extra vitamins C. She's sick. And so I take them over and I drop them on her porch, and I'm like, Mom, your stuff is on your porch. Because I'm not going in. Hello, she's got COVID. Not doing it. Nope. I love you, but no. And so she comes out of the porch, and I'm already halfway back to the car. And she goes, Kelly, like, yes, like the queen has summoned me apparently. And she goes, that's too many oranges. Do you want some? You should come back up here and take some of these oranges. I go, Mom, God bless her. God bless her. God bless her. So, Mom, just eat the oranges. Just eat the oranges. I'm not taking the oranges back. I'm not taking some of the oranges back. Just eat the oranges. You need the vitamin C. So she said, okay. So now, where did we take that? Today's Monday. I took them over to her house, I think yesterday. Yesterday I did her grocery shopping. And so this morning I got the report. I ate a couple of those oranges. Okay. I might not have enough. This is why I'm going insane. So, well, it's a good thing I didn't take any. Because what else was I supposed to say? I said to her, well, worst case scenario, Mom, I can buy you some more oranges. And then she goes on this whole diatribe about how, are you sure you can afford the oranges? I know, the business with the courts and stuff, things are slow. I don't want to take, I go, Mom, I can afford to buy you an orange. Shut up. I can afford oranges. It's not that bad. So my mom has COVID. I and the kids went to the doctor on Friday. We all had our check-in, and the kids had to get their ADD meds renewed and stuff. And our person that developmental behavioral pediatrician who used to prescribe those has now retired. And so this was the first time our GP was going to prescribe them. And come to find out, they don't want to necessarily do that. So both kids got referrals, not to the same doctor, because God forbid, they got referrals to different types of doctors who are not the same. How does that happen? And apparently, so I had my appointment. My appointment was supposed to be the first one, and then theirs was supposed to be right after mine. There was a screw up in the scheduling. We ended up with this gap. So we went to lunch through the drive-thru, ate lunch. They went upstairs for their appointments because I can't go up there. They're over 18. And with all of the COVID things in place, they couldn't go up with, I couldn't go up with them. So I send them up there. They come back out. Come to find out, the doctor that saw them didn't wear a mask. They were both in the same room together. Oh, Lord. I just can't even. I can't even. So they did get the 1 month's worth of prescription, but the doctor gave them the referral, and I haven't seen them. So I don't know what the kids did with them. I don't know who to call to make their appointments, to make sure that they have their meds for ADD and stuff at the end of the month, like in 30 days. I don't know. So that's always exciting. But in the meantime, my doctor confirmed that I have bronchitis. Not a big, it is a big deal, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal because I end up with it every year about this time for at least the last 4 or 5 years, probably longer. So I put my meds, my antibiotic, on the counter with the kids' meds because I got them all out of the same box, and I forgot to take them and put them with my meds that I know that I take in the morning and in the evening, right? So today I was like, God, I'm so tired still. It should be this tired. I got the meds on Friday. What the heck? And I look at everything and I realize I haven't been taking the antibiotic. I took my first dose this afternoon. Because, yeah. Yep. So life. I don't know how else to explain it, because really and truly, I'm trying to make it through every day. I cannot lose it and be there for everybody in the way that they need me to be. And I'm just running on E right now. In fact, I just had a talk with my coach this afternoon about, where I was with training and stuff because I was sick. And he's like, look, if you need to take some downtime and not train, then that's fine. And I said, well, to be honest with you, I haven't run. It's too hard to keep my breath. But you know, we've been biking and doing the other stuff, so I'm good. It's all good. Um, what? Yeah. Oh, I'm down another 11 pounds in a month. So my doctor is starting to get a little nervous that we're like, that means since the end of September, I lost over 50 pounds. So yeah, right around 50-ish pounds, a little bit more, which is great. But I'm not really trying. Other than, you know, having had work with the nutritionist, knowing what really seems to bother my system and cause a lot of inflammation and stuff. So it's all good. I'll take it. I'll take it. So that's okay. So now we're like 16 minutes into the video and we haven't even talked anything about cross stitching or projects or anything. We did the whip parade. Like I said, there's still a bunch of stuff that's kitted up, but no stitches in it. So I have a whole lot more stuff. And yet I still find that I don't have all the flosses that I need to work on the current projects. Okay, so, but without much further ado, we'll keep talking as we do everything else, but works in progress. Whips. I was working on the steady thread cell, which is really pretty, and I'm doing the garden layout, and I have miscounted, and I've miscounted back to the point where basically everything needs to come out except for this piece here. Y'all, I can't even. I had the frame almost done. I had it where I was literally just doing the last, like the L. I had the inside boxes, these 4 done, and I had 4 more to go, and that was it. And now it's all essentially got to come out. It's a good thing I like the project, because otherwise I think I'd try and just say, screw it. It's a free sale. It's not like I'm out any money. It's not like I'm out any money. It is what it is. Black floss everywhere. But I like it. So we're going to rip it out. We're going to do it right. Hopefully this will be back on track this week. Cujo's with us. That's my 20-pound wiener dog making all that noise. Hey, Cujo. Okay, so the other thing that I started in my Linux Stitches bag that matches Bobby's and Janet Jabber. This is One Nation Under God. That was my the one that I started for the inauguration. I was still really sick and I slept most of that day. But I started the Eagle. So what I'm thinking is I will pull this out like when there's a State of the Union or all of that, like that kind of stuff. I'll stitch on this through the impeachment trial, that type of thing. So that's how, as far as I got that day. I just, like I said, I wasn't feeling good, and that was all I could do. We did not start Harriet Tubman, which is sad, because I really wanted to. But again, I was sick. The other thing that I've really focused on this week, because I'm in Semi-Sane Stitchers, which is a fun group. Like, honestly, I'm really enjoying being a part of it. The prompts that they're doing make sense. Like, you get to pick and choose what you participate in. You don't have to do it all. You can do some of it. You can do none of it. Whatever. So I'm doing Alpha My Bet. And then Choose My Whip. So this week was the first time I really kind of did Choose My Whip. And I put up the periodic table that I'm doing for Bean. Valentine Smalls, because I've been trying to work on some of those, or Santa's Travel. And it looks like this next week I will be focusing on Santa's Travel because that got the most votes. But this last week I really tried to work on beans because Santa's Travel and the periodic table are I'm supposed to have a finish and the finished grid for WIPGO. That's my goal for the year, but those numbers have been called. So I really tried to focus in, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to get both of them done. I really wanted to focus in on the periodic table because that one kind of was, I don't want to say it was stressing me out. It wasn't. It was, I needed to make sure I had a big enough piece or that my math was right. And the only way that I could feasibly do that was to kind of pin out and draw out the table. So I have been working on that. I did measure it. It is 60 inches wide, like high, by 96 wide. She's a big girl. And if I could figure out how to put in a picture, I'd put in the picture because I make the kids, after I get a big chunk, like what I feel like a big chunk of time working on it is, I make it takes both the kids to hold it up. So, that line actually, this line goes all the way across to where the others, but that's all the border I have basically around all of it. Like, really and truly, that's about it. It's about a 3-4 inch border. So, the one that I took the inspiration from is the one that the brother, I want to say he's from Portugal or Spain. His has a solid border all the way around his periodic table. I'm not going to be able to do that. I don't have the space. So it is what it is. This morning I was drinking my coffee and I had it sitting in the chair next to the table here, and I was drinking my coffee and Lizzie, my big dog, came and nudged my shoulder or an arm for attention, and my coffee went everywhere. That's how I started off my day. Yep. Okay, so those are my big projects that I've been kind of focusing on. The other thing that I did is Joann's had a take 40% off of everything you're buying or something crazy. It's a crazy amount. So I went ahead and I signed up to do the Modern Folk embroidery sale. And what I wanted to do was 2 shades of gray for the main part and then do the pops of color. So I ordered, but they were out of light gray. They had dark gray and medium gray. And in the picture, and because I didn't have them on my wall of flosses, in the picture, they look like there's enough contrast between the two of them. There's not. There's not. I mean, I don't think so. I think I talked about this already. Did I talk about this already? So we have that. So what I've decided is I'm going to do the light gray and my cone of 310. And then the pops of color. Although now I'm thinking that's too much contrast. I don't know. I hate making these decisions. But I want to get going on it soon. Maybe I'll do these two. Yeah. I'm going to do these two. Which means I have a whole cone of 647 to figure out what to do with. I also bought the big huge DMC white. Blanc. Okay, so all of that to say that I have some finishes. I do. I actually do. And I have some haul, but not much of each, and that is okay with me. Okay, so I mentioned to you about the secret squirrel. My secret squirrel sister, my other Alpha Gamma Delta, sent me these because I love coffee. It's a coffee bean. And then the little coffee cup, and it says, "Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You drank my coffee, prepare to die." And then there's a really pretty coffee cup. And these are from Gina's Needle Minders. I love her needle minders, and that's a coffee bean. She does great. I have several of her needle minders, and they're wonderful. She does nice needle minders if you're looking for needle minders. So that was very cool. And then she also sent me, and I got to figure out, maybe you guys have an idea. I mean, if you've been watching me long enough, you know what I own, but she sent me 18 count Ada. It is an 18 by 26 inch piece of witch's brew, which is really exciting because I've never, like, I've dyed my own, but I haven't, like, tried anybody else's hand-dyed fabrics, and it's gorgeous. It is a really pretty piece. It's got this really seems kind of blown out. It's purples and the green, and it is just, but I have no idea what I'm going to put on it. So I am totally open for suggestions, because it's really pretty. And it's an 18 by 26 piece. It's a big piece. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I'm going to hang on to it though, because again, it's beautiful. And why wouldn't I hang on to it? It's beautiful. With that, she also, and these were wrapped much nicer. I took them out so I could see the color, like they were double twisted. She also sent me hand-dye flosses. I'm not sure if she dyed them, or if they came from somebody else. They're really, really pretty. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that's better. They're really pretty too. So I've got to find something cool to use up some of these. And then the Witch's Brew fabric. They came in the cute little bag. So there's that. The only other haul is that my order from the Fat Quarter Shop came in. It actually came in today. It's just my type with the antique typewriter. So that came in, and I'm hoping to do, I don't know if it'll get done for Christmas. I almost said Christmas. I literally was going to say for Valentine's Day, but that's okay because I really like it and it's cute, and it would also work for Sweetest Day, which we celebrate up here more than Valentine's Day. The other thing that I got in, so remember I did Santa Claus, and I like the beach. So we have patio crabby. Isn't that not fantastic? Yes, he makes me laugh, honestly. He's like, I wonder if I can get him out of the bag without destroying. Oh, I can't hang on because he's glaring. Oh, I love patterns that make me laugh this hard, seriously. I got it from Etsy, from one of the sellers there, and it is by Barefoot Needle Art. I'm not familiar with them, but so yes, he's gonna get stitched for St. Patrick's Day. Let's see. He's like 11 colors, which is kind of surprising. The one though, I don't know. They give the DMC numbers for all of them, but it does call for 1 week's dye work of Louisiana hot sauce. I don't know what that looks. I'm assuming that's one of the reds in him, or maybe that is the red. Yeah, that's the color red he is. He's Louisiana hot sauce. Love it. I love it. So I'll have to. I want to stitch him for St. Patrick's Day because that's hysterical. Okay, so in that, it's funny. Again, because I have Santa Claus with the crab, Why shouldn't I have patio crabby? Okay, so yeah. Again, I have the sense of humor of probably like a 6-year-old boy, 7-year-old boy. Um, I just do. So, working on little smalls for Valentine's Day and stuff, I have, well, I did another one of Bean's Pusheen's, so there's only one left in that little teeny tiny kit, thank God, because that graph is just, um, the first of her sal came out. It's Mars. It's really pretty. I have to print it off so that she can work from a working copy, and be able to X off, because I think that's going to be the easiest way to go. So I have little Pusheen. There's one more to go, and then I am done with that nightmare. Then I did Loads of Love from, I want to say it's a little Stitch Girl. I'll have to look. I did just grab random pinks and reds, because I had like one or two, but I didn't have all 6 of them or something, so I was like, whatever. And then, to be honest with you, I just kind of eyeballed where these are stitched the way they should be. These are just eyeballed to where they should go according to the pattern. I was like, I'm tired. I don't want to count them out. As long as they look okay, it's good. So we have Loads of Love. And that's supposed to say love. I wish it was a little clearer, to be honest with you, but I charted it. It's stitched the wagon stitched exactly like it's charted. But it is super cute. So I'm gonna make it into something, I don't know, for Valentine's Day. Maybe it'll go in the Dobo, or maybe it'll go on my ficus. And then I did this. You mean the world to me. Aren't they cute? That is my own design. I used my Wind Stitch program and I made it. And then I stitched it because, yeah, I think it's totally cute. I impressed myself. And if that's the only person I impress, then I'm okay with that. Other than that, like I said, Bean did the drawers. Just got to do the curtain rod. And to be honest with you, I know I washed the curtains that go on there. And it's just like, it's a red panel. Like the ones over here. I don't know where they are. I don't know. We've been moving around so much stuff and clearing out. I cleared out another bag of stuff today that my mother had dumped on me a while ago, and just I didn't feel like dealing with it, so I set it on a chair and left it. So I cleaned that out today. And cleaned out but mostly I'm just kind of laying low and resting. I watched some more CLEs. I think I have one more like hour-long program to go, and then I don't have anything CLE wise for, I think, 2 months. And then I'm technically done with all that I'm required to do for the year. Like I said, I'm hoping that by getting them done, I'm not going to be cramming next Christmas to get them done. But then I can kind of not worry about it when I'm in peak training season. But we'll see. Other than that, that's really about it. I know that I'm gonna keep. Oh, so for semi-sane stitchers, I have to stitch this week on Santa's Travels. The alphabet, we are starting C, the letter C this week, I think, or in a few days. I'm going to stitch more on the periodic table for alphabet. I think all but maybe D is on there, alphabet-wise. So that will keep that one going. I really want to pull out Pandemic and work more on that. It is on my WIPGO board. I think I'm set for the year to get at least 2 more pages done on Pandemic. What I did decide, at first I was worried that, like, okay, my goals for WIPGO are kind of, there's a lot of big ones on there. And then I was like, well, I could adjust it right now and it's really my first year playing Whip Go, so it's kind of a learning curve. I have decided, at least for right now, I'm gonna leave them the way they are, and just they're big goals. I know they're big goals, and hopefully I'll hit them all. But if I walk away and at the end of the year with even half of my Whip Go board goals done, that's gonna be amazing. Like, there's still gonna be a lot of stitches done, and there'll be projects done or projects closer to done. But I also know that, like, okay, never in a million years, if you told me I was stitching Valentine's Day right now, I would have laughed at you. But those aren't on my Whip Go board because I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I don't like Valentine's Day, generally speaking. But this year I'm really trying to make an effort. Okay, up until you guys started in with all your craziness, I did not own a dough bowl, nor did I have to make little pillows to stick in my dough bowl because I didn't worry about it. I didn't have a 3-tiered tray that I have to decorate for the frickin' holidays, but now I do. So those weren't on my Whip Go board. Those are extras. I'm trying to do Stitch from Stash. Clearly, I suck at that. Because I am getting better about not buying it as much. I'm not stress buying as much. I'm trying to use what I have on hand. I think joining the Stitch from Stash group and seeing the numbers. I'm a numbers kind of girl in that respect. Like, I want to see, like, it is my goal to be at 0 or in the red, meaning that I've stitched more than I bought according to the pay schedule. Depending on how much I get done on the periodic table, that's a huge piece. Like, the numbers there would support everything I bought so far and a million more. So yeah, next coming out, I think this week, we have the Barbara Anna sale. I've got to get my sales closer, like more of I have sales now that I haven't even started and they're coming out on the second month. That stresses me out. So I would like to kind of get that in check. So what I'm thinking in February, I will devote 1 week to each square on Whip Go. That would be my major focus piece. 1 week on maybe like the periodic table or like a square that's already been called. And then 1 week on whatever needs to be kind of done. I don't know. I'd like to kind of have a focus. I do like having the focus piece and then all the extras. So that's I don't know. I don't know. I should look and see how big Patio Krabby is because I didn't even look. I just fell in love with the pattern and was like, yeah, we're stitching him. Oh, he's little. He's 75 wide by 57 high. He's little. He's a little crabby. He's not a big crabby. He's a little crabby. So that won't. Okay, I'm going to say it's not going to take me long, but we all know that that's like the curse of death. Now it's going to take me forever. So we'll see. We'll see. I know that somebody said that the typewriter is actually a fairly large piece. Oh, it is kind of. It's 139 by 128. I mean, clearly it's not periodic table big. Thank God. But yeah, so this week, like I said, I'm gonna try and I still want to stitch some on the periodic table and get that grid done or as close to being done as possible because filling in the squares is going to be easy. I already have them mapped out or charted. And so I'd like to get that grid as close to being done as possible. And then, but this week we need to focus on Santa's Travels, which is a cute little stitch. So it's a lot more stitches than you think. But that's like the famous words, right? So, The winter stitchotomy I've been keeping up on because I've eliminated the couple rows of snowflakes that they've done. It's got 15 lines total. We're on line 11. So that's not too bad. So that, at least that cell will be done at the end of the month. I have no idea what I'm going to make that into. None. But that would be one thing off my list. So that's a good thing. We'll see. With that, though, I am going to bed. This will process while I'm trying to fall asleep. So have a great week. If you got any ideas what I can throw on the witch's brew, because it's really pretty, that would be great. And we'll go from there. Let me know what's going on. We'll talk to you later.